I think, welcome to our final show ever after tonight. This is, we're here live on YouTube.
Technology is hard, kids.
Oh, very much. We've been trying for about an hour now. Facebook would not let me hear you. We tried everything. We've come over to here, and I think we work. Except for someone does have to hit the go live.
Twice.
Don't always do that.
2 times.
So, yes. Is that you watching us, or do we actually have one viewer?
We might have one viewer.
We have one viewer. Wow.
I'm still trying to find it.
Yeah, so welcome. We're finally back. We took a couple weeks off from doing this here. And we got now. Oh, is that you? You number 2?
No, I'm still trying to find it.
So we got 2. Awesome. So we are now back. We were in St. John's. You went a little postal today.
I did go postal. Yes, I did.
I am now going postal at this very moment. Because the face space does not like me at all right now. It has kicked me out of Facebook Messenger. So if you're sending me a Facebook message, I ain't gonna see it. Oh, look, Spence is here. Spence says it's just him, but I see 2. Spence, you're not 2, you're 1.
I'm 2. I think.
You know? Okay. Well, we now have 3.
3.
We're getting up there. We're getting 3. Yeah, we got 3 people. So, so how have things been?
Listen, Dougie, things have been weird, wild, and crazy. So, unfortunately, I'm very sad I could not make it to Newfoundland because I had some other stuff going on. I went away the week before that with some of my besties.
Yep.
I missed some of my besties and had to hang out with some of my other besties. So, me, Bruce, Marky, and the wives all went down to Virginia. Well, we went down, they went up, right? Is that how it works? Or across. And we all hung out in Virginia. It was a good time. But it was sad that I had to miss Newfoundland because of it. But I did send 2 other idiots from Titan to try to do okay, and they somewhat did all right.
They did very well. I'm just trying to see if my phone will. Yeah, it's not. But yeah. Okay, so he's on both. So Andy's on both. Oh, but we got 5. We're up to 5. We are good. So yes, you said they did very well.
They did.
I got to hang out with them on Saturday night. Had a little issue getting to be able to meet up with them
on that street.
Okay, so we have a couple of mutual friends. We'll call them Barrick and Malen. Okay, no, Barrett and McFarland. So I called because I was at the venue later than them. I had to get down there. So get back to the hotel. Got a message from Stephen Keynes that he wanted to go down to George Street as well. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm at the hotel. We'll walk down to George Street. It's like a 5-minute walk. We'll be cool. And so we do. On my way down there, I give Derek a call. I barely hear him. And he's like, we're at O'Reilly's, by O'Reilly's.
Wait a minute. Derek made it to St. George Street during the time it's open?
During the time it's open, yeah.
Yeah.
It was very... I was amazed. So he says, we're at O'Reilly's, bar just by O'Reilly's. Take a couple steps up, and we're there. Cool. So Steven and I go walking down. We get to O'Reilly's, and there, and there are walk-up steps to bars by O'Reilly's, right? So I then get a call from Mr. McFarland, but I can't hear him. Much like ourselves earlier, I could not hear him. While I'm in that phone call with him, I get a phone call from Derek Barrett, right? So Glenn hangs up. I go and I answer the phone from Derek. I can hardly hear him either. I get a text on my phone. I don't look at it, but Steven gets the same text. It says, look up. And when I do, we turn around, we look up. There's these two idiots standing above us looking down a window. So, yeah.
What bar were they at?
O'Shea, some sort of hip new bar that, yeah.
Hipster?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
We went up, they had bottle service. They were in an area that was all roped off. So, yeah. So, had some fun there with Adam and Trey and Derek, and Matt Mearns was there, and then Glenn and Kim and Brandon and Kristen and Kayla. So we then proceed from that bar. We go across the street. We lose Matt Mearns. Somehow, I got no idea. He just disappears.
How the hell do you lose that guy?
Apparently he's seen the bar and he was like, yeah, I'm not going through that lineup.
Wait,
But
as
anyway.
the Canadians say, he just fucked off?
Yep, that would be it. Yep. So yeah, so it was a good night. Got to that bar. It was a very loud bar. So it was kind of like, you know what? At about, because we got the first bar about 12:30, and I knew that I had to be back up early to get back to the venue for the teams for early on.
That's 2 a.m. your time.
No.
Oh, what? No. Yeah. 12:31. Yeah, that's an hour and a half difference, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so it's 2 o'clock Toronto time.
Nope.
What do you mean? Are they backwards or forwards?
They're forward.
Oh, forward. So whatever.
So you got to go backwards. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
Yeah. So yeah. So around 2 o'clock, I was like, you know what? I'm tapping out, and took the picture. I think I sent you with Adam and I as I was leaving, and then he left a couple hours later.
I saw some friends had sent me some pictures the next day.
Yes.
From the tournament, and I must say the younger player on Team Hisner looked a little rough.
Very rough. Very rough. Yeah. He had his own private stall that he was checking out.
Yeah.
And
the hair of the dog looked like it overtook him.
Oh yes, very much so. Yes. Adam was like, "Hey, let's keep going," and the show he put on.
But I was talking about this today, Doug, with some people that I was at a tournament today.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. Adam has been doing this for literally, 15, 20 years now?
Yep.
Right? He's used to it. He knows what he's doing. He literally almost gets energized by the little juggy in his hand.
Yeah. And you know, we've seen Adam, and I seen Adam when we were in Cleveland, seen him playing. I want to say I'd seen the old Adam Hisner at this tournament, because he was having fun. He was laughing. It was very, very nice to see.
The one thing I will say is what I noticed about him playing that weekend was he was not forcing many shots.
Not at all.
The bag was coming out of his hand a lot more fluid.
Yep.
And he was relaxed and being his annoying, goofy self.
Yeah, there was a few nopes as it left his hand. There was a few airmail as he just boarded it on the logo, right? Like he really much engaged the crowd, right? Which is that, you know, we talk about some people when they're having fun or they're doing this here or whatever. If Adam is engaging the crowd, you're not standing a chance against him.
Well, I could see too. I mean, I think the crowd when they were playing was the only crowd I think that beat them playing was when Simone and them were up.
Yep.
From what I could see, because most of that was driven by Simone's wife. who was there
Oh, yeah,
at the
yeah.
big. I wouldn't really call it a cheering section because she was more.
Simone and I had a few talks about that because he was like, he was like, oh, because that's what I that's the first time she's went and just kind of had some fun at a tournament.
Oh my God, she was his biggest critic, and I loved it.
Oh yeah,
Loved
and there was a few times where you kind of see him go. He was like, okay, yeah, just calm down.
All right, wait.
She almost ended up on the mic.
Can I say something? So, I am haunted by Canadian cornhole players here in the U.S.
Okay.
So, remember what happened when I went to Nashville? What happened? If you remember, I found somebody standing behind me in line with a Canadian accent, and they knew Derek Barrett.
Okay, yeah.
Now, the tournament I played in yesterday, which was a Greg Hill tournament, he's a local radio guy here in Boston. Yep. Standing there, these two people get behind me with this really thick French accent. And they're speaking in complete French. And I turn around, and they get a Lucky Bags Canada flag on the shoulder. And I turned around, and I was like, "You're from Quebec." And they're like, "How did you know?" I was like, because nobody else down here is going to wear that sweater.
Yep.
Like, nobody's wearing that hoodie. And I'm like, Francis, Simone? And they're like, yep. So we sent pictures to both of them. And I was like, you know what my favorite thing in the whole wide world is? Is when people call him Simon. And they're like, oh, my God, he gets so angry. I was like, yeah, he pulls his socks up even higher when he gets angry.
Yep. But no, it was you were very much missed. Like a lot of people were asking about you, but it was just there was just the feel of that, and I kind of said this to a lot of people is when like when Mitch and I first when we did the preview show, I just had a feeling that there was just going to be something different. There was something special was going to happen there just because we had so many players. We had sellouts in some of the singles. We were almost sold out in the doubles. I just had you get that feeling that something's going to happen.
But I will tell you, the St. John's Open is the lifeblood of Canadian cornhole because so many people want to go there. So many people want to play.
Yeah.
It literally is. It's almost a little bit of a disservice that it's the last one before the Nationals because it literally re-energizes players, right? Because it's so much fun. You get all the culture, you get all the fun, you get all the people, right?
Get all the snow.
Oh yeah, even snow. Oh my God! When Derek texted me and said it was snowing, I was like, "What?"
On Monday, I go to visit the family on Monday, and I'm driving through wet snow, and I'm like,
Derek,
this is June. It's June 1st.
Yeah, I'm like, that's nuts. He goes, it happens, and I'm like, yeah. You are such a Newfoundlander because you're just like, whatever, it happens. But like, I think the St. John's Open literally energizes Canadian cornhole and really helps bring it out, and I think. What kind of gets lost sometimes is that now Nationals are almost a month and a half, 2 months away, really, when you think about it. So anybody that's on a heater kind of might lose a little bit of momentum, right?
A little bit, but like we've still got. I'm not sure how many more regionals we're going to have in Alberta, just because I know that a lot of them, their leagues and stuff, are kind of packing it in for the year.
No, but I just think, honestly, this should be. Minimum two more. Like we got to squeeze two more in the season.
Well, yeah, because right now we're kind of going like we went October, December, March, and then May, end of May.
Yeah, but
so we're kind of going 2 months in between.
Yeah, but I think if you do like a month and a half, add maybe one more in. Like next year, add one more in, right? And spread it out a little bit, but you need kind of 4 to drop 1 before you get to nationals, right? Because the math doesn't really math that great, right? Because in the U.S., there's a bunch.
Well, we do have the 4 before nationals because we got Edmonton, Niagara Falls, Quebec City. Well, this year we had Quebec City, Niagara Falls, Edmonton, St. John's.
Yeah, there's only 4, right? So you need that 5 to maybe drop 1, right?
Yep.
If you have a bad showing, right? Because it just kind of, the math helps a little better, especially for some of the players that are playing in too, right? I mean, because there's been, like, in Newfoundland, we had 3 or 4 play-ins get to kind of finals matches?
So we had I took I'm trying to remember here now. We had so for singles, we had Stéphane Lavoie finishing second.
Yeah.
Butsky was in there. I'm trying to think if we had one more possibly in there.
Was there a doubles team that made it like
so doubles?
far?
Stéphane Lavoie and Patrick Goslin made it far.
Yeah.
Butsky and I think I'm trying to remember who Butsky's partner was for doubles. Let me try and pull it up here.
But I think that's what makes it a lot more exciting for Canadian cornhole when you've got players that technically don't have their pro card in now or playing in, king seat matches or top 5 matches, right?
Yep.
For trying to take it all down. I mean,
so pro singles, we had Stéphane Lavoie finishing second, Trent Walsh tied for 5th, and Joe Butsky tied for 7th. So we had 3 qualifiers in the top 7.
That was just in singles?
That was just in singles.
Just
doubles,
in singles.
Doubles, we had Stéphane Lavoie, Patrick Goslin finishing 3rd, and then Joe Butsky and Adam Amissen finishing tied for 5th. That's
pretty damn good for
for sure. Yeah,
play-ins getting that. I mean, but that just goes to show how how competitive it's getting up there, right?
Oh, for sure.
Because they didn't get their pro card, maybe because they weren't around last year or something else happened. But now it's just getting so crazy with all of these players that can show up, play kind of a pre-gauntlet before the tournament to get in. I think that's amazing, right? Because here in the U.S., you see kind of the same players every kind of week or whatever, every tournament, kind of, doing the play-in, right?
So, and really, I'm going to kind of look a little deeper in the bracket going into that. So, Butsky and Amissen, did I say tied for 5th? Did I say?
Yeah, 5th.
Something like that there.
Somebody else was 7th.
To play into their game where they got the 5th place, they had to play Demi Cartwright and Maddie Shea. Maddie Shea, a qualifier, right? You look on the other side, the game that Chris Stewart and Mason Stewart, they lost to Francis Manta and Sam Bebo, but the game they won to get to that tied for 5th place, they had to play Michelle Hunter and Kevin DeTomasis. Kevin, another qualifier going in. So, the qualifiers were deep into it.
And that, I think that's what really is starting to solidify Canadian cornhole, right? A lot of these players are up and coming, and I'm thinking when we get to Ottawa, it's going to be even crazier.
Oh, lights
right?
out. Because so for an Ottawa, we get top 36 qualify into the bracket of pros. If you're 37th and below, you then have to go into the Thursday qualifier in with all of the other people who have already qualified through this year.
Or as we call it down here, the gauntlet.
But we still got, that's gauntlet number 1.
Gauntlet number 1.
On Thursday,
yeah.
We then have gauntlet number 2 on the Sunday.
We'll call that Sparta.
Yeah.
Because you can just go in the squared circle and fight it out.
Yep.
Honestly, I think when we get to July, it's going to be pretty amazing because, while we have this downtime, we still have some regionals and some other stuff.
Mhm.
Some people have to go to that practice board, Doug. And they got to warm up a bit. They got to start practicing. And they got to work on that mental game, right? Because
So I'm just kind of looking, and I'm kind of looking at the singles bracket as well here too. So Joe Butsky, I said finished tied for 7th in
Yep.
singles. He lost to Dion Kuza, but Dion Kuza took out Patrick
Who?
Goslin that went deep in that bracket on the bottom side.
who's that guy? He never wins.
Yeah, he never does.
He never wins. I don't even know his name.
So it's the like I've always said, like when I do my predictions, I always want to just throw in pro qualify, like a qualifying spot.
Well, why shouldn't it be a 6th spot, right? You know, everybody does their top 5, right? But why isn't there always that dark horse, right?
Yeah.
Because you look at the Kentucky Derby. What did that one horse do in the Kentucky Derby, Doug? He went from dead last and just beat every horse because he's like, guess what? I'm going to hang out back here and I'm just going to be okay. And then literally just ran past everybody.
So we then look at the people who do come in through that pro qualifier on the Friday. We've got 2 players, Adam Amissen and Kevin DeTomasis right now. Only 2 players to make it in 3 of the 4 qualifiers. Make it into the pro bracket, right? You got Stefan Lavoie, who's made it through 2. And Stefan did about 2 or 3 last year. Stefan was 1 game away, and same with Kevin, from getting their pro card last year in the gauntlet on the Sunday.
Yeah,
so
they just finished outside last year.
Well, I know Kevin and Stefan both played in the play, like win and you've got a card, right? So it's
I just think
for the Sunday qualifier, Graham, the Sunday one is 4. I believe we take 4 spots from that Sunday.
That's in Ottawa?
Yes. Yeah.
So how many qualifiers are there? So there's one on what? It's going to be one Thursday?
There's one Thursday.
Yeah.
So I will look, just let me look through ACL standings. We're going to go Canada. ACL Pro Canada. So right now, as of right now, the top 36 are in.
So the top 36 are locked in right now, right? From St. John's and back.
Yep.
They're locked in. So 37 back is what has to battle.
Yes, and in looking in the pro spots here, looking inside the top 30 right now is you have Adam Amissen at 25, Kevin DeTomasis at 26. Both non-pros are in the top 30 in the pro points.
So
this year,
since they're finishing in pro points, do they have to play in, or they automatically get their card?
Right now, because they are the top 2 elites in pro points from the brackets, so they would get in on that spot.
So they do not have to go through a qualifier, no gauntlet, no nothing.
On Sunday, right now on Sunday, no. But that could change with pro stuff on the qualifier on the because they're still going to have to go through the qualifier on the Thursday.
So they still have to play the qualifier on Thursday.
Yes.
This is so damn confusing. All right, let's help me out here, because if I'm confused, everybody else is confused. But I get confused easily. So they still have to play Thursday.
Yes.
And Thursday will get them into the bigger bracket for Friday or Saturday?
Yes.
But then what is Sunday?
So that's just to get into that pro bracket for the Friday, Saturday. So Sunday is for next year.
But if you've already qualified in points, why do you have to play Sunday?
This is for next year.
Yeah, but
Thursday is for the Friday, Saturday bracket.
Okay, so that's to play in for the weekend.
Yes.
But
then
if I already qualified through that,
But
And
they're not in those points. They're kind of they're in those points, but they're not in those points. You know what I mean?
So they're standing on the doorstep, but not in.
Right. They are just those points right now that they're in there. Okay, so now Spencer's saying that Adam and Kevin do not play on Thursday.
Yeah, if they're in the top 36, they should be automatically in. And that
But they're not.
Two,
But the thing is, they're not, because I know Michelle Hunter is in. She's 37th in points. I think those two guys get taken out.
so
right?
because they don't have their pro card this year, they get bounced
Yep.
from the standings, and then others.
They then have to qualify on the Thursday, but for the Sunday qualifier, they do not. Right now, they will not have to endure the gauntlet on Sunday.
This is like a really bad Venn diagram that I have to read when we get there, because there's so many, like, if this happens, then this happens, and then if, then, and craziness. So literally, Andrew's saying that he doesn't think that's right.
I've been talking to Michelle. She's been told she does not have to play in on Thursday.
I just think what's happening today is going to make it very interesting in Ottawa, because we start Thursday morning or Thursday afternoon.
Thursday morning.
Is that a 9 a.m. start, like 9 a.m. show, 10 a.m. start?
I'm trying to think just what that's going to be like.
Because, I mean, that is going to make a huge difference, right? Because...
Okay. So Spence, the thing is, though, they have to play in every qualifier because they're not a pro spot right now. So that would be just like a regular open, them trying to get into the bracket.
You got to keep playing to get in, but it may exempt them from a couple games to get their card for next year, right?
Right. Yep.
Okay.
Because of where they are in those standings.
Because of what they did throughout this season, not what they did last season.
Right.
Okay. That's what makes it messy. So, I mean, we need to bring like 3 notebooks for like all the different scenarios that could happen.
Because the top, where they are in those standings is the top 2 elite players in pro standings get spots. So they have to be in those standings to see who are the top 2 in those elite in the pro standings.
So that's in October, not till October, right?
Well, no, that will be that cutoff is Saturday.
But they get it as of Saturday during nationals.
Spence, I don't think that's right. Just because they are not pros right now.
I think we may have to go to the tape and figure it out. And guess what, Doug? We have some friends that can help us with that. I know we've talked to a couple this week that can help us out.
But yeah. So,
but I think it makes it a much better conversation as we go through these next couple weeks as to what could happen, right? Because anybody that's playing right now, they'll get their regional points and they'll get their other stuff, but that will not change their pro card or other statuses, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they still have to show up that Thursday to understand what's going on. Because I remember last year you had called me during the Nationals, and some people were upset that their fate changed on that last day, right? Mm-hmm. Because the way the points shook out and the way everything else happened, there was some pros that kind of squeaked in this year.
Yep.
I mean, some of the people that we've talked about over these last, 18 months, kind of got in by the kind of the bare skin of their teeth there.
Yep.
So it is going to be a wild month in a quarter. Month and a quarter?
Something like that. Oh, hey, look, my phone's working again.
Oh, there it is.
There you go.
It's like my employees that just decided to work.
Mm-hmm.
But we will get clarification as we move forward as to what it looks like. Because honestly, everybody that we talk to, even Spence and everybody else on this podcast that is on it a lot of times, like everybody kind of has a different understanding of what should happen.
Yes.
So we will get final clarification as to what it looks like and what is going to happen going into the National, because we add an extra day, Doug. One more day, right?
Yes.
Thursday-
We go Thursday.
Thursday through Sunday this time, not just Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We go Thursday.
Well, so we go Thursday to Saturday, then the gauntlet that's the gauntlet on Sunday.
No, but it adds that one extra day, right? So you shift all the other stuff back one day, and then Sunday is that do or die,
Mhm.
right? That is completely Sparta. That is you're in the ring and, one man enter, two men enter, one man leaves, right?
Yep.
You have to, it's the battle. It's either get your card or don't get your card. And if you don't get your card, you have to go through the gauntlet next year, right? You got to show up early and keep battling.
Yep.
Because I don't think we're going past 32 and 36 next year, right? We're not adding to it. I think we're still going to have the play-ins, right? I don't think any of that's changed, or nobody said.
Well, yeah, because we still have the top players from each province will be getting in, right? So and I'm kind of seeing some other people in that top 36 who are pros who are probably not going to be in Ottawa, who've kind of said they're not going to be in Ottawa. Some I know will probably not be coming back, just from conversations I've had with them, that even if they do qualify, they probably won't be back as pros. So we'll have to just see, right?
So what are you thinking? Is it 3 or 4 spots up for grabs?
I think on the Sunday there's still going to be the 4 spots. I think that's a given, right? But then it's
yeah, but those spots are a given, but everybody else still has to battle, because maybe you don't make it technically through the qualifier.
But there's the other add-in spots that
if anybody
the backfilling
backs
spots
out, you got to be in the top 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever it is. There are people backing out to get in.
Yeah. Because looking right now, as it stands right now, for players who are pros that are outside, that would be outside that top 36, as I'm looking at taking those other 2 guys out. Val Mayo is just outside of that. Trying to think, Alexander Daig, who hasn't really been at too many events this year. Crystal Hagens, Steve Pohl. Trying to see who else here who hasn't really been on there. Yeah, that's kind of it that's on there. Who is not in that top. Of course, I hit a wrong button, and I hit a wrong button again, and I'm out of there again. But yeah, but no, it's gonna be it's gonna make things very, very interesting for Ottawa, and I can't wait.
Now I need to look at my vacation, because if I get what I requested, I don't know if I requested Thursday off or Friday off.
We still have to talk about that, because we may not be able to stay close to it, because I've always waited till now before I book the hotel. There's nothing left.
Well, Doug, I might have an ace up my sleeve.
Okay.
Because I might be able to find a corporate discount that might be secret and might help us out.
Okay.
So I will check tomorrow, and if I can secure it tomorrow, I'm just going to get it.
Yeah, because the hotels that I'm normally stayed at, they only have like 1 king bed left, like room with 1 king bed.
So I will check tomorrow, and if it has a big enough room, I'll just put it on the credit card, and we'll deal with it all later and figure it out.
Well, yeah, because we'll talk. Because there's one, I did find one that was able to have like double beds and stuff, like 5 kilometers away from the venue.
What is a kilometer?
It's an area of measurement. But yes. But yeah, so that's Ottawa, and I totally cannot wait. St. John's was like each Open we've had this year has ramped up, and Ottawa is gonna, because I've never seen, unless there's something else going on in Ottawa that we don't know about it this weekend. With all those hotels booked up, I think we're in for a packed house again.
I think it's going to be big. I think this Open will smash some ACL Canada records.
I think so.
Outside of St. John's.
Mhm.
Because I think St. John's has always been one of the bigger ones. So I think this one will be pretty big, especially where, it's central in the country, right?
Yep.
I mean, Ottawa. It's really easy to get to because there's 2 to 3.
Okay, so Andy's Spencer's saying he heard that it's Blues Fest the same week.
Blues Clues?
Blues Fest.
Oh, Blues Fest. Oh no.
Yeah.
No, but you can fly into Toronto and drive. You got the Ottawa Airport there too, right?
Yeah, it's right there. Yep.
And then you can even fly in the U.S. and do Niagara and drive up. You know what I mean?
That's a long drive.
I got to drive past that. Don't worry about it.
Where are you going?
I'm driving all over the place, Doug. I'm touching all the landmarks.
If you're driving by Niagara to get to Ottawa, your app is wrong.
Listen, I use a lot of apps. But Dougie, send them out.
Yes, Ottawa Blues Fest is July 9th to the 19th.
10 days?
10 days.
That's a lot of sad songs.
Let's see. What are we there? The 16th? Trying to see here. If anyone big. And nothing real big on the 6th. Oh, Sheryl Crow's there July 17th.
She's not a blues artist.
Well, apparently for July 17th, yes, she is.
Oh, my goodness. Seriously.
July 18th is Mariah the Sign. Oh, Gwen Stefani is there on July 18th.
Is she bringing friggin' what's his name with her?
I don't see that.
What's his name? Who does she date? Friggin' the country guy.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. I don't have the other dates. I only see up to July 18th. So yeah. But yeah. So another thing is, I made a post this week, and little video this week got almost. I think I'm almost possibly up to 4,000 views on it. It's one that it pained me to make that video again because we have talked about it so many times. Ella Langley is playing.
Doug, anybody that does what you talked about during that video is a complete asshole. Because I know down here, we've talked about it many times.
Yep.
ABC, alcohol, beer, or whatever. Where I am, in the city I live in most of Massachusetts, $5,000 per outside beverage.
And the thing is, we've talked about it so many times. And the other thing that really kind of ticks me off is that it's always the same people doing it, which is just mind-boggling.
If you can't afford to drink at the venue, don't drink. Or pregame and postgame at home. Like, do not risk the license of the place that's giving you a place to play with bringing outside alcohol. I'm sorry. If you're
here's the other thing. If you think these places don't see you bringing it in, Most places have security cameras now at doors, at all the doors. Even the back door, you think that no one can really see you going in and out like 82 times a night. People can see that. Just saying. Like, it's. Why does one or two people have to jeopardize cornhole for 30, 40, 50 other people?
Yeah, I don't get it. But Doug, ready? Topic for next show.
Yes.
Duck cloth outlawed next season.
Wow.
End of an era. We're not going to get into it tonight.
Bygone days.
Well, we'll talk more about it next time. But game changer, no more changing the game.
Maybe.
That's a duck cloth patch.
It is, I guess, yeah.
Nobody else throws it, but stay tuned, kids. It's gonna get crazy.
Duck cloth, and we had herringbone. Like, we got bags are just going.
What's gonna happen? What's the new bag next season? Nobody knows. I know everybody's scouring the four corners of the earth trying to find the next material.
Rubber.
Jekyll and Sides?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. All right, Dougie, send them out. We've been here for 42 minutes.
Because we've always been 2 hours trying to do this here.
Well, we've been 2 hours. They've only been 42 minutes.
Yeah, it's just, yeah. So we all had a great time in Newfoundland. Some of us still have the George Street flu. Some people were doing the St. John's Waltz during the evening. Some were doing the St. John's Prayer even still now, bitch. But we had a great time there. I cannot wait to go back whenever we do. It will be an absolute blast of a time. I know there's some other people that came from away that are already planning on possibly going there before the end of this year. A couple people, just saying. But no, had a great time, and I got to have some fun with almost all of my sponsors. Pierre wasn't there with Corn Dudes, which was unfortunate, but Titan Bags was there with those two guys, Adam and Trey.
Who?
Yep, those guys. JC Cornell, Jamie Cowan made an appearance. May have been a cutout. May have been one person that I know didn't know that it was a cutout and may have had a conversation with that cutout until the cutout did not respond to him. True story, it happened. I seen it. Well, heard about it. Just saying. East Coast Coral. Graham was there. Graham's in the chat too. Graham was there. It was great to see. For me, it was because there's so many more East Coast Cornell stuff and that, but just when almost every person in the facility has your logo on, feels kind of good. Not gonna lie. So yeah, so Graham with East Coast Cornell, go and check them out, and then the people who were the lifeblood of the weekend. Just a fantastic people, great hospitality all weekend, a fantastic after party where we did give away a pair of Titan sunglasses autographed by the 2.5 Titan pros that were there. Yep, it was a half. Just saying. But no, to Glenn and Kim with Winging It, make sure you go and check them out because they are fantastic supporters of Cornhole in Canada. So go and give them some love at all of the
bestest,
the very, very bestest people in Cornhole.
Without them, Canadian cornhole would be a little less.
Yes, very much so. Very much so. So with that, we're going to try. Okay, we did kind of say we're going to try and come back Tuesday. Is that what we're going to try and do?
We're gonna try. Yeah, we're trying to come back on the Book of Face on Tuesday.
Trying to book a face on Tuesday, and yeah, just go be nice to each other, have fun, and just play cornhole. Season's almost done, but all roads lead to Ottawa.